That's what a coach is going to help you do. Hold you accountable to achieve your goals, whether you like the outcome or not. We're going to call you on your stuff if you have a really good coach. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Macro Hour with Nikki Stott, co-founder of WarriorBabe. And on this podcast, we talk about mindset, methodologies, and tactics that will help you lose body fat, build muscle, be strong, and feel insanely confident. I am your host, Nikki Stott, and welcome to today's episode number 51, where I'm going to dive into 8 benefits of working with a coach that you may have never even considered. Or maybe you have and you just overlooked it, or maybe you've had a coach and you saw the benefit of it, but then you stopped working with the coach. Guys, coach, I will say this because this resonates so much with me from thinking back to the beginning of my journey and how I kickstarted my progress and being on the right track to getting to where I want it to be, all anchors back to working with a coach. And even to this day, coaches need coaches. I know that throughout the years I've worked with coaches. I know that our coaches on our team work with coaches. So there's so many benefits that either get recognized, but then forgot about, that get overlooked, all of the things when it comes to working with a coach. So there's 8 specific ones that I want to speak to on this podcast today. And for you guys, if you haven't listened to episode number 1 or know my story throughout that I've shared on this podcast, back in 2015 is when I really started taking off in my journey, right? I did bodybuilding, but the anchor point was 4 months into 2015, I hired a coach who was a professional in the space and knew all of the things to do the right way. So I bought his time, his knowledge, his failures, his mistakes, all of the things, and he helped put me on the right track to getting to where I essentially got to in the first couple of years working with him, the achievements, the successes, the failures, all of the things. And what I can contribute to why I've been so successful. I've worked with coaches along the way, right? Everyone needs a coach. I just want to drill that home to you. But prior to 2015 and like the year and a couple of months, like 2014, I spent that time like trying to figure out things on my own, basically wasting a year and 4 months. And like, that seems like a relatively short amount of time because I'm somebody that's like, dude, I need to figure this out like yesterday. So how can I figure it out? And it's by investing in myself and buying people's knowledge and understanding, right? And so some of you guys maybe have been trying this for 3 years or 4 years or 10 years. And like, I get it because I'm stubborn and I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. But like, you got to get out of your own way. You're not a professional in the space. You don't know all of the things when it comes to like, you have your responsibilities in your lifestyle and your professional knowledge in other areas, right? And so that's why I firmly believe in investing in yourself to bring somebody into your world that understands the things that you want to accomplish. And what you're essentially doing is you're buying their knowledge, you're buying their mistakes, you're buying their failures, you're buying their time, you're buying their professionalism and understanding all of these things, okay? Now, I know I repeated that a couple of times. I really want to drill that in home. But we'll just dive into it. The 8 benefits of working with a coach. Number 1 is the accountability, right? And I think everybody knows that. Everybody understands the accountability that you get with a coach. A coach will help you stay accountable and motivate you to achieve your goals. They're going to provide you support. They're going to provide you encouragement. They're going to, I like to call it tough love to help you stay on track. I will push you where you maybe don't like it. Call your shit, call your stuff, like, the podcast that I did where I just went on a rant telling you guys to get out of your own way. That is my style of coaching because I feel like pattern interrupts can happen like that. You're more like, I got so many DMs, you guys, from that podcast, the rant, get out of your own way. What episode was that? It was very recent. It was episode 49. It was 2 episodes ago. And people were like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed. Dude, that's what a coach is for. That is what a coach is for. They're going to be like, dude, why aren't you doing these things? Like, why are you giving me this lame ass excuse as to why you can't do this, but you really can, but you're just letting this, Netflix and chill, or I'm too busy get in your way, right? That's what a coach is going to help you do. Hold you accountable to achieve your goals, whether you like the outcome or not. We're going to call you on your stuff if you have a really good coach. And then the second thing is that a coach is going to give you an objective perspective, meaning A coach is going to give you an objective perspective on your situation, right? They're not emotionally, and this is what I really admire my coaching techniques and the coaches that are on our team, is that we're not emotionally invested in your issues, right? So I like to tell our coaches that you need to be respected, not liked. And you need to not be your friend, right, along the way. Because if you're too much of a friend and a family, it's like, well, that kind of is self-explanatory. You're going to be a little bit more emotionally involved in issues, right? And being a little bit more emotionally swayed. And so for me, I'm not emotionally invested in your issues. And so therefore, I can provide you unbiased feedback and insights that you may have not considered. Right. So for example, I've already used I'm too busy. I don't give a fuck if you're too busy. You came to me with this goal that you want to accomplish. And so all of the things that you said you were too busy is the reason why you got to where you are today. So giving me the I'm too busy is a lame excuse, and you need to just choose to give yourself a different narrative. That's what I'm going to say. I don't care about this sounds a little harsh, but no joke. That's why I'm a good coach, right? Because I'm going to break through something that may be emotionally that you're just sitting in, and I'm going to call it for what it is on a logical level, right? Because I'm anchoring it to you and your goals. And if it's emotionally charged, it's emotionally going to sway you from doing what you need to do to get to where you want to be. Logically, that doing the thing I'm too busy is not going to get you to where you want to be. Logically saying, okay, I have, 45 minutes to an hour to make this happen. I'm not too busy. It's 4% of my day. I'm going to show up for myself. That's logically connected to what you want to accomplish with your goals. So I'm going to pattern interrupt there, and I'm going to call it blunt and direct for what it is. So that's an objective perspective, right? That's an example of it. There's probably many, many other ones. The one that's just coming to my brain immediately is because I just had a small group huddle with the group of women that I still do coach to this day. And one of my clients was like, I had a cheat meal, an ungiven, I didn't give her a cheat meal. She had one on Saturday. And I was like, what? What did you do? And I'm like, girl, we're literally a couple weeks away from you ending your cut that you're on. And I'm like, you talk about wanting to see more progress. It's that's going to kind of either stall or not do much with, it's going to just let you stay at maybe the same type of progress that you were at for a couple more days or a week, rather than sticking it out, not doing that because it wasn't prescribed, and being able to accelerate some results a little bit faster, right? So objective perspective is that she probably in that moment was emotionally triggered and stressed or whatever, and wanted to have a cheat meal. I'm able to come in and be like, no. And so if I was able to catch that a little bit sooner, which I've done that in the past with my clients, I'm like, they'll ask me for cheat meals and I'm like, no. And so just by saying no eliminates that decision-making process from my client. And it's the feedback loop is gone. The loop in their head is gone. Oh, can I have this, or should I have it, or do I want this, or let me talk to my coach. I have an objective perspective to your situation because I see the outcome and the goal that you're going for, and I'm holding you accountable to doing all the things that are necessary to get you to where you want to be. Okay? So that was number 2 of a benefit of having a coach. Number 3 is a personalized approach. So a coach can work with you one-on-one to develop on a one-on-one basis to develop and personalize an approach for you that takes into account your unique goals, your strengths, and your challenges. That is why I love our VIP program, because in our VIP program, it is one-on-one coaching. There is an onboarding call that you have with your coach. Even prior to all of that, before that, you're meeting with 2 of our team members. The second part of the concierge service that we have, you're meeting with our community manager, who will take into account your personality, all of the things, what you're working towards, your goals, and pair you with the right coach. From there, the coach gets on an onboarding call with you, and she is speaking to you about what you want to accomplish, your goals, your current lifestyle, what are things you've tried, what hasn't worked, getting to know you more, you as a human being, you as I always like to tell our coaches, I'm like, the best way to be a damn good coach is to not show up on these one-on-ones and be like, this is going to be your macro prescription. This is going to be your workout program. It's like, listen to what the person is telling you so that you can best understand her world, even the emotional things that she's attached to. The way to be a damn good coach is just to listen, because you're going to be able to hear the narratives that person is playing with already, what you're dealing with, where they're at behaviorally, and what you know is going to have to go into account at a mental level for you to be a damn good coach to this person, help guide them mentally along the process, and then you can give them macro and workout prescription that is unique to her individual self and the goals that she wants to accomplish. Okay, so personalized approach, but it's more so what I like to say, a personalized approach and understanding the human that you're working with. Because if you can't understand the human that you're working with, there's no way you're going to create a transformational change just by giving a macro percentage breakdown or whatever, macro numbers to follow and a workout plan to follow. Ain't no way. Personalized approach is getting to know, say, like on the other end of you on this podcast right now, me getting to know you at your deepest levels that you don't even know yourself, so I can call you out on the things that are getting in your way that you may not even know yet, right? Objective perspective, okay? So that was 3, personalized approach. Number 4 is, hey, just want to drop a huge appreciation to you guys listening to the show. It means a lot. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and there's so much more to come with it. If you are enjoying it, hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that tons. And also, it would help this podcast reach others who need to hear these messages too. Thanks so much, guys. Let's get back to the show. Improved communication. So by having a coach, that person can help you improve your communication skills, which can benefit your personal and professional relationships. This is something you guys have probably never thought about. The biggest thing, second to what I just said, we're getting to know you, all the behavioral things, all the mental things, like all of the mindset strategies that I'm going to help you be coached on to be successful. Improved communication skills. Communication is 10,000 times % huge important. That didn't make any sense, but it is so damn important from you as a client to you and your coach and to the coach, and vice versa. Me back to you, you to me. If you are struggling with something, do not expect your coach to be a mind reader. I think that's the biggest thing that I experienced along my coaching years. It's like we're 3 months in and this woman thought about something or was dealing with something 2 weeks into their journey and never spoke about it to me. And she expected me to read her mind. I'm like, that is not how it works. I am not a mind reader. You need to tell me and communicate with me what is going on. Second to that, improved communication is you being honest with your coach, right? So let's just say you are tracking, and I have, for you guys watching on video or not watching on video, I have bunny ears or like quote parentheses. You have been following your macros for 4 weeks that the coach has prescribed you, quote unquote, yet there's not 1 single ounce of progress being made. And so the coach is like asking you all of these questions. Are you following your macros? Are you doing all of these things? You're saying yes, yet then the coach goes into your MyFitnessPal, reviews your MyFitnessPal logs. Guys, I'm speaking from experience here. And in the MyFitnessPal logs, there is a plethora of days that are not consistently hit with tracking your macros. Guys, lying or fibbing or not being truthful with what you're doing along your journey to your coach only hurts you as the client. Okay, we're prescribing you all of these things. Now, deeper level is like, okay, let's unhash this behavioral thing. Why is this happening? So that I can help you get past all of these things. Why, what makes it hard for you to communicate with me? Why aren't you telling me all these things? Is it because you feel like you're a failure? Is it like, what are the things, right? And that's what I'll take into account. Let's talk. Let's get to it. You got to be open with me and open and honest with me so that I can help you facilitate the results that you want. Because not following the plan and then telling me that you are, and then me wanting to bash my head on the wall, understanding why we're not making progress, but really it's because you're not following the plan, is not going to help you get to where you want to be. So improved communication is such a huge thing that I think people overlook and don't realize that key benefit of working with a coach is going to help improve your communication skills back and forth with the coach that you're working with. And this is why it's also so important that you make sure that you're working with a coach that you feel is a good alignment coach with you. That's a big process of being accepted into our VIP program. If like we cannot help you get the results that you're seeking, you're not going to be accepted into the VIP community. If you're already having this false narrative in your head that things are not available to you to be accomplished, it's not going to work because we have some serious big barriers to break down. But if you're open and willing to accept that maybe the methods you've been trying aren't getting the results that you want now to this day, and you're open and willing to try new things and be coached and be coachable, bam, I can help that individual. But anyway, improved communication. I don't know if I'm a little rant there. Improved communication is going to help you improve your communication skills when you're working with a coach so that you guys can stay. It's not, what is that term that people say? Like, it's not a one-way street. It's like a two-way street here, right? It's not just the coach barking orders at you to do all of these things. It is a relationship, but a relationship where it's not a friend level. You just have to respect me. I don't care that you don't, I don't care that if you don't like me. I'm here to get you to break through and be uncomfortable and do things that that have led up to all the excuses that you're experiencing to this day before working with me. I'm here to break through that. And sometimes you're not going to like me. I just need to be respected because I have a greater mission for you. Probably you can't see it, but I have this vision in my head for you to accomplish, and I'm going to help you get there. And along the way, you may not like me. Okay. But either way, we're going to have really good communication back and forth because that is key to getting you to the vision that I see for you and helping you get to the point of accomplishments that you want for yourself. And you can't have bad communication doing that. Okay. But by improving communication skills, that alone is going to then improve and benefit your personal and professional relationships. If you have really good communication skills with a coach and you're getting to open up to the coach and you're getting to, do all the things that make communication better, which then helps you get better along your journey, then seeing that and feeling that outcome right there and seeing how that actually does benefit you, you're going to carry that into all of your personal and professional relationships. And let me tell you, your communication everywhere in your life is going to get so much better. The next one, another benefit, is greater self-awareness. So, and this one, it probably is a little overlooked too. Nobody thinks, I'm going to go work with a coach because I want greater self-awareness. No, people don't think that, but benefit of working with a coach is giving you that. Because when you work with a coach, you develop this greater sense of self-awareness through identifying your values, your beliefs, the behaviors that may be holding you back, and develop strategies for you to overcome them. As I already said in all of the examples that I said, when you work with somebody who's calling you out, who almost paints a picture in their brain of like holding you to their standard, right? For me, like I have specific expectations, standards, values, beliefs that I hold myself to. And anybody that I work with has to be in line with that. And maybe you're, aren't fully living to that just yet. Well, no matter what, if you're working with me, I'm going to bring you up to help you identify what your values really mean to you, your beliefs about things you've tried, things you want to accomplish, the behaviors, the things that are getting you in their way. Like I already said, I understand a behavioral pattern, or I understand behaviorally what's getting in the way of you and your goals and why you haven't gotten there yet. And we're going to help coaches are going to help develop strategies for you to overcome them. That's what makes a damn good coach, you guys. Again, it's not just prescribing macros and workouts. It's like, who's the human I am working with? And if I can understand you, I can help you understand you a little bit more, which gives you a greater self-awareness. Guys, this is all the things that I heart my coaching professionalism on, and the coaches that are in our VIP program that make up the coaching team. Okay? So you're going to have greater self-awareness. How freaking amazing is that? When you work with a coach who wants you to win so badly, which that makes a damn good coach, and you're doing the work, you're going to realize, damn, like all of the old behaviors no longer align with these new behaviors. All these old beliefs that I had are knocked out of the way because I have these new beliefs. Now I have even more core values that I'm holding myself accountable to and my coach is holding me accountable to. You're going to learn so much about yourself in such a short amount of time by just working with a coach. Okay, so those two things I think get overlooked: improved communication and a greater self-awareness. The next one is probably something that gets overlooked too, but you may have, if you've worked with a coach, you may have felt this and then forgot about the importance of it after you stopped working with them. So the sixth one is enhancing problem-solving skills. So a coach can help you do this in a variety of situations. And this can help you become more resilient and better equipped at handling challenges in your personal and professional life. So let's just use meal planning, right? Problem-solving skills is trying to find a day and a time on your schedule to make meal prepping happen, which is a really key action to you accomplish. You have to take that action for you to be successful day to day and accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. So this coach is going to problem solve with you. She's probably, the way I would expect it done and the way I have done it is like, cool, we have a one-on-one this month. This is a problem that you're facing. Pull up your calendar. Let's look at your calendar. Let's then pick a date that works for you and put a time into place that works for you and mark it on your calendar. Okay, so that's one example. A second example is I don't have enough time. And that tends to be a problem in a lot of people's lives. So second two, we'll kind of marry that with the meal prepping. We'll look at the calendar, we'll set a time. And then maybe that person doesn't attribute that date and time and doesn't follow through. And so she says, I'm too busy that day. And then I'll dive into the nitty gritty just because, again, I want to understand behaviorally what is going on here. And so this has actually happened before. I have asked to see the time spent on their phone, on social media, or Instagram, or just screen time in general. And on this day, particularly, screen time was through the roof. So this person allotted more being lazy than working towards meal prepping and their goals and things that were more beneficial for them to be doing that will help them be successful. Okay, so I will always find a way to problem solve those things and so many other things. There's probably other plethora of problems that people will come my way, but I will always be able to problem solve those skills with you. And that will help you become more resilient and better equipped at handling challenges that come your way. Like maybe there's a day that spirals out of control and all of the things that you have planned for that day go out of whack. Well, this is why you plan your meals ahead of time, because now all your meals are already with you and you have no problem, just eating what you already had planned. Now, these are just things that are popping off in my head, but I guarantee if you were to give me more problems, I'll probably be able to work through them with you. And this just helps you to be, have enhanced problem solving skills. So that was number 6. Number 7 is improved time management. And I spoke to this a little bit with number 6 and using that example of the meal prep and looking at the calendar and picking a date and time that works. But a coach can help you develop strategies to manage your time more effectively, which then will increase your productivity and reduce your stress. Or people think I don't have enough time or meal prepping takes forever. It's like I debunked. If you guys go to YouTube and you guys check out in the YouTube videos on WarriorBabe's page, I debunked people that say it takes me 2, 3, 4 hours to meal prep. I did it in under 30 minutes. Okay, so helping you see that different side of things. And then it challenged our community to see how long they could do it. And they impressed themselves with a family under an hour, right? Or under an hour and a half. So a coach will help you reduce your stress, saying it's not going to take you that long of time, and help you pinpoint time management strategies to help you increase your productivity. Date and time on your calendar, block it for this. Then you go and you do that focused activity. You're not gallying, watching a movie, being on your phone, Netflix, yada, yada. Focus time, productivity to accomplish your meal prep. Okay, so that's number 7. And the last one is increased confidence. Working with the coach can help you build your confidence in your abilities And all of the things that I just mentioned and shared with you, we're going to help you see your true self a little bit clearer than you probably know for you, right? You're living this false narrative of I can't, or I don't want to do this, or I'm too busy, or all of these things that are stopping you from taking action. And when you don't take action on things that you know you need to do to help you get to where you want to be, you're blocking your confidence meter to increase. You're actually lowering your confidence meter. You don't have confidence in yourself because you're getting in your own way, essentially, like I said in episode 49. Right? So working with a coach, this can help, we're gonna help build your confidence, because we're gonna, again, from an unbiased standpoint, I'm gonna push you and give you tough love, and our coaches on the team are gonna give you tough love to push you to do things that you may not want to do, but realize that it's actually not as hard as you think. You've just been playing the story in your head of how hard it is, right? And by you having increased confidence in yourself and realize you can do this, it's going to help you to take on new challenges. It's going to help you to pursue your goals with even greater conviction in yourself that you can do this. So these are 8 benefits of working with a coach that maybe you have overlooked, have not even thought about, right? Or maybe have thought about, but then forgot about because you stopped working with a coach. Look, there's so much benefit to working with a coach. These 8 things that I said, and even to what I said at the beginning of the podcast, to investing in yourself to buy people's time, mistakes, failures, and knowledge in a space you may not be a professional in. You're buying professional advice, right? So these are all the things why I think it's so beneficial to working with a coach: accountability, giving you an objective perspective, giving you a personalized approach, helping you improve your communication, giving you a greater self-awareness to yourself, helping you enhance your problem-solving skills, improving your time management, and increasing your confidence. Those are the 8 benefits of working with a coach, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped you. And if you need help and you want a coach to help you do these things and you forgot about how important they are, maybe some of these were eye-opening to you that you need help with, then check out the WarriorBabe programs below this podcast. Click and apply to VIP. If you are a go-getter and you're ready to be coached and you're coachable, then freaking apply. We love to see you on the inside. All right, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. See ya. Real quick, the only ask I could ever have of you guys is to help spread the word so we can help more women lose body fat, build muscle, reach their goals, and feel insanely confident. And the only way we can do that is if you rate, review, and share this podcast. So the single thing I ask for you to do is if you could leave a review. It will take you 10 seconds, and it will mean the absolute world to me and may change the world of someone else.